Well, thank you for watching my channel. This is my underwater adventure side of the channel. We went magnet fishing on Tuesday at the underwater scrapyard in Leicester, as we nicknamed it. Editing the videos and the footage. The video would be too long to put the underwater footage with the magnet fishing footage. So I'm going to do two separate videos this week. I might carry on doing this each week. I don't know. It depends how much footage I get from the underwater camera. So yeah, this is the underwater footage from, like we said, the underwater scrapyard in Leicester. There is no volume on it, so you'll see that I've got a voiceover and a narrative on it. For some reason, as I was setting up the filters pre-dive, the microphone turned off. Anyway, enough waffling. Enjoy the underwater footage. I am buying a second light, so hopefully the footage will be even clearer next week. If I do two separate videos, my magnet fishing video will be going live at 9:30 on a Saturday, and the underwater footage I will upload at 10 o'clock, so 9:30 and 10 o'clock. Anyway, enjoy the underwater footage and we'll catch you on the next one. Like and subscribe. See you later. Well, it's a good job I noticed. I left the lens cap on the camera. Right, I remember selling to the camera that I should be able to find metal quite easily on the bottom of the river. Should be poles here, there and everywhere. So let's hope the footage comes out. As you can see, I have got my Vershat floating diver under sorted out this week. It just needed some more weight to pull the rope underneath it down. So now if any canoes, kayaks or boats come by, they will be able to see the diver underwater warning system. Bag ready to put all the rubbish and items in. I have noticed something else while I'm under the water. Orientation can be misleading. There's a slight current. I'm moving slower so that the camera can focus, and I'm heading in one direction, but it's moving me another direction. So where I think I'm going to pop up, I pop up somewhere completely different. I might invest in an underwater compass or something, just so I can take bearings and head in one direction. It's all trial and error. The torch I've got on my wrist is a powerful underwater dive torch. I put it on my wrist because I had my underwater camera on my goggles on the side, but now I'm using this camera on top of my goggles. I can actually strap the light that I've got on my wrist to the side of my goggles, so that will light up what I'm actually looking at instead of having to try and point my hand at where I'm looking. So that's one reason next week's footage will be clearer. And I've also got a second underwater camera light. So I've got the underwater camera and 2 video lights that I'm going to set up on a framework to hold, so the camera's going to be more stable as well. But the visibility is not too bad this week, it's about 2 foot. But as soon as you touch the bottom, like you try and pick a can up or you go and pick a bottle up, I think there's a spoon there, sorry. I missed that, I didn't see that. But yeah, you've just seen, as soon as I touch something on the bottom, you get a cloud of silt come up. So yeah, you just got to swim across above the silt so you don't disturb it. It soon settles. I've noticed on some of this footage I'm watching back, there's a green algae. It glows when the torch goes onto it, so it looks like it's sort of like a metal or something, so I go and pick it up and it's not, it's just the algae and moss on the rocks. So that's why you'll see me pick up some rocks. Plastic sign. In the bag it went. That I thought was something shiny, but as you've just seen, it was just a shell. Go. You can all see what that is. Visibility is not too bad. It's a very old can. In the bag it goes. What I might do as well, I might take some more weight out of me dive belt. I know I was struggling with not enough weight, but now to compensate of carrying the dive bag, when it's full of rubbish, it's going to be heavy. So I might take some weight out of my weight belt to compensate. But again, that's trial and error. I was surprised the amount of metal that me and Vinnie have pulled out of here. You throw the magnet in any direction and you get poles, brackets, bolts, all on the same throw coming up on the magnets. Couldn't actually see that much laying on the bottom. So I think what it is, it's under a thin layer of silt. It's only going to be the recently chucked in or recently dropped items that's going to be visible. The other items that we tend to be pulling up, I think, are probably just under the silt. It doesn't take long for the silt to cover items up. I don't know if I see... Yes, I did see this one. That's a ding ding for Sonic. That's one of them rubber wheels. It's a metal wheel encased in rubber. I'd like to know what they're from. I don't know if they're like a dampening washer or some sort of pulley system. Second wheel. No, that's not the wheel, that's the wire disc wheel, that's landing wheel. Apart from the faint buzz of the air compressor, it is so peaceful under the water. You've got to move slower than you would normally. Shall I say a chili sauce in the bag? Yeah, you've got to do slow movement so the camera can keep focusing. So yeah, it's just a leisurely little paddle underwater. seen people do this on other videos. They kick up a load of silt and then they use a hand and like brush it away. No, that didn't work. That just made it worse. It was stirring it up worse and worse. Then you just have to float above it, wait for it to settle, and then sink back down again. But it's a learning curve. I'm hoping I don't get a copyright claim. I thought I was using music authorized by YouTube, but it turns out I just clicked on 2 files that I had on my phone. Just wanted some quiet, chill out music in the background. You don't want to hear me waffling all over the video. No, I'd love to do this in some of the locations that Bondi Treasure Hunter has done. Go and check his channel out. He's the reason I actually started my underwater. Watching him with his little Nemo or Nemo air compressor. The water that he does it in, the majority, I'd say 90% of the time, is crystal clear. I think his last visit with the waterfall, that visibility wasn't too good, but still an epic video. Go and check it out. Nice, beautiful waterfall. He found a load of rings and coins. So yeah, go and check it out. That's the Bondi Treasure Hunter. Cracking chap. I didn't think I'd missed that. In the bag it goes. Found this bracket piece of metal. Obviously it's too big to go in my bag. It's too heavy for me to actually swim with it. So I've popped to the surface and you'll see Vinnie approaching now in the kayak. He's normally in the kayak somewhere nearby, purely as a safety precaution. once I'm 100% confident in the water, it doesn't need to be 100% near me, so he goes along and collects his own rubbish, but I've just handed that to him and he'll go and take it to the shore. What I might start doing as well is taking some thinner rope down with me, coiled up, attached to me, so that if I find a heavy item I can hook the rope round it and then unwind it on the way to the shore, so I'm only actually dragging the rope back to the shore and not the item.
I will run, I will climb, I will soar. I'm undefeated. Oh, jumping out of my skin.
Also next week I'm gonna try out, like I said, I've got 2 video lights and my action camera is going to be mounted on a framework, so I actually hold it in front of me instead of being mounted to me. There we go, another ring. So yeah, instead of being mounted to the top of my goggles, I'll have to hold it in one of my hands. The video will be more stable, plus with the camera as it is now being above my goggles, as I breathe out you see a lot of bubbles. If I'm on a framework, the bubbles are going to be behind the camera and you won't see them. That's a third wheel.
I will chase, I will reach, I will fly until I'm breaking.
In the bag it goes. That's going to be a new catchphrase now.
I know I'm changing. I know I'm changing it into something big, better than before. And if it takes 1,000 lives, then it's worth fighting for. It's not until you fall that you fly. When your dreams come alive, you're unstoppable. Take a shot, chase the sun, find the beautiful.
I also realised that with the net bag getting heavier with all the items in it, it sometimes drags across the bottom, kicking up the silt. I've got to compensate that by putting air into my dry suit, the valve on the chest. So when I notice that the bag's getting heavy, purge some air into the dry suits and that will balance out the weight of the bag.
It's not until you fall that you fly. When your dreams come alive, you're unstoppable. Take a shot, chase the sun, find the beautiful. We will glow in the dark, turning dust to gold, and we'll dream impossible.
There's an old brandy bottle. In the bag it goes.
I will run, I will climb, I will soar. I'm undefeated. Oh, jumping out of my skin, pull the cord. Yeah, I believe.
I think I've ironed out most little problems, teething problems I've had. This is only the 5th or 6th dip I've had under the water.
So I'll dream until I make it real, and all I see is stars. It's not until you fall that you fly. When your dreams come alive, you're unstoppable. Take a shot, chase the sun, find the beautiful. We will glow in the dark, turning dust to gold, and we'll dream impossible. Possible. And we'll dream impossible.
Right, this video is being uploaded on Saturday the 21st of June. I think I actually missed this ring. There's two side by side.
I know I'm changing. I know I'm changing
Yeah, Saturday the 21st of June. It is actually River Cleanup Day. So there's different activities across the country. Litter picking, cleaning up the waterways. I'm hoping I can finish work early enough and take my dive suit down to the Peterborough embankment. If I do, then there'll be a bonus video this week. I'll upload midweek. So yeah, I'm hoping to be able to be diving.
From the bottom to the top, we're sparking wild fast, never quit and never stop. The rest of our lives. From the bottom to the top, we're sparking wild fast, never quit and never stop. It's not until you fall that you fly. When your dreams come alive, you're unstoppable. Take a shot, chase the sun, find the beautiful. We will glow in the dark, turning dust to gold, and we'll dream impossible. Possible. And we'll dream impossible.
A very decorative glass bottle. I've got to do some research on it, but yeah, I think it was some sort of like a pop bottle. What I will do on future videos, at the end of the video I will show photographs of the finds. This is an old milk bottle, has got Leicester company on it. I have still got these three bottles. They're in the process of soaking and clearing the black gunge from the inside. Then I'm going to try and do some of the two milk ones. I'm going to whitewash them on the inside with white paint and put some metal foil across the top, just to make them look like a milk bottle. The writing and the embossed details will stand out more. swim or miss. Well, you can see that one. The only problem with having the torch on my wrist, the torch isn't always pointing in the same direction that I'm looking. Another crisp packet. In the bag it goes. just see at the top of the screen there's a bunch of kayakers. On the magnet fishing video, Vinnie's actually talking to them on the surface, and then they go around me. Here's another bit on the magnet fishing video that made me laugh. I find a pole, and I come to the surface, and I'm holding it out of the water, and I thought Vinnie was going to take it, but Vinnie thought I was using it to like prod myself along the bottom. But yeah, big poles like that, I'll probably just attach a small magnet or a thin rope to them. I think this is the bit where there's like a duvet wrapped around a travel trolley. I thought I was near the edge where we went in, so I thought, oh, we'll throw a grappling hook down here later and get it. When I surfaced, it was on the other side of the river. I'm just moving this red and white pole. It's too heavy to actually swim with, so I'm moving it a metre under the water. This is a flat sheet of metal. I put this with the red pole, and then later on we actually find the pole and the sheet with the magnets, because they're in a nice little pile on top of the silt. I'm not sure where my underwater adventures is going to lead, or what's next round the corner. I just enjoy being in the water, and this is a good way of clearing the rubbish that we can't get out with the magnet, all the cans, the bottles, the plastics. Yeah, we might find the odd occasional decent find. We might find a bag with something in it. We might find other items, some ornaments, that people have chucked in that's not magnetic. I'd like to do recovery of items that people's dropped in or voters. I think the problem at the moment, it's kicking a lot of silt up. I think my dive bag keeps bobbing against the bottom, so it's kicking up far too much silt. If anyone's wondering why I keep bobbing up to the surface every now and again, it's basically just to get my bearings. With the visibility being low, I've got no real way of knowing which direction or what I'm heading towards. I don't want to stay down for half an hour, 45 minutes to find out I've drifted and swam 100 yards down the river. Yeah, at the moment I'm on the opposite bank of the river. I keep diving down and swimming towards the concrete block that we started at. But for some reason I keep ending up on the far side. I don't know if the undercurrent is pulling me that way, I've got no idea. But 3 or 4 times I've popped up and I'm on the opposite side. First of all, I thought this was a wheel. I think it's a pipe collar or joiner. It's either cast iron or something like that. I'm sure it's a cast iron collar for a pipe. Too small for a wheel. But again, another time when I find something like this, I can hook a small rope around it. But yeah, it was too heavy for me to lift up to the surface. But it did roll on top of my dive bag. Some sort of seat cushion. I think this is where I see 3 clawfish. Obviously visibility is quite bad because of the silt. But at the top of the screen you should see the pincers. There you go. It's friendly. And then he shoots off. Oh, here's the holiday trolley with a duvet around it. Yeah, one of them little travel trolleys on wheels. find a scaffolding bar here with a base, foot base on it. I hope I haven't bored you all. If you have kept watching this long, thank you for watching. It is liked and appreciated. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It does help the algorithms and get the channel out to other YouTubers. Right, this is just before I come out now. The dive bag is quite heavy now. This is just me waffling to the camera. Obviously the microphone wasn't on. Anyway, thank you for watching. Right, if you've got this far, thank you for watching. Your views, comments, and likes, shares, subscribes, they all are appreciated. I am just under 500 subs, and the underwater diving side of it, with the dive suit and everything, is just trying to bring something different to magnet fishing. Let me know in the comments down below if you prefer 2 separate videos, or you'd like it intertwined with the magnet fishing at the same time. Sometimes I have a tripod set up viewing the water, and then I try and upload the underwater footage at the same time in a little box on one of the sides. That is a lot longer to edit, and with 6 or 7 hours of video to go through, and then an hour and a half of underwater footage to sift through, there's just not enough hours in the week. So I might carry on doing the 2 videos. We'll see how it pans out. It's a learning curve, and I want to see what's best for you guys, the viewers. Yeah, sometimes the water clarity is going to be cloudy, so there isn't going to be much footage. So when there's not much footage, I will try and overlap the 2 videos so they're together. But if the water clarity is fairly clear, which I'm hoping with this second light source and camera setup, the water pictures and the clarity should be better. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next week.